Hello, my name is Christina from the Turned Leg. I love to salvage, repurpose, and create. Today we are in my kitchen because my project is going to be with one of my kitchen cupboards. I don't know about you, but does it always seem like you need more spaces to write notes, memos, inspiration? I know I do. So the inside of one of my cupboards today, I'm going to use a little bit of DIY paint and turn it into a chalkboard surface. It is such a simple project. I know many of you know that chalk paint, you can make a chalkboard, but did you know you can also use DIY clay-based paint to make a chalkboard? And you can create your chalkboard in any of the wonderful colors of DIY paint. Here is the cupboard that I'm going to turn into a chalkboard on the inside, and let me show you why. It's kind of embarrassing. As you can tell from the inside, I store a lot of my foods and items in canisters. Because of that, I throw out the original packaging. So some of the directions and things I will write on little notes and actually put them right here on the cupboard. And that's embarrassing when you're opening your cupboard. So this one is for instant oatmeal. I'm gonna take this down. This is the space that I'm gonna turn into a chalkboard so I can get rid of all these sticky notes. Okay, first step is to tape your chalkboard area if you are doing this inside one of your cupboards. Use painter's tape and decide on the shape of your chalkboard. You don't have to have a rectangle or a square, you could do triangle, whatever works for you, but tape it out first. While taping off my cupboard, I realized there was an area that was not smooth. Remember, if you're going to be making a chalkboard, you have to have a smooth surface so your letters look nice. A little joint compound to the rescue, and I was ready to get started on my chalkboard. I'm a bit of a traditionalist, so I'm going to be using DIY old school to make my chalkboard, but you could use any of the DIY paint colors to achieve this. So now it's time to paint. Now it's time for the second coat. You can always tell DIY paint is dry because it will lighten as it dries. You can use any surface that you can paint and turn it into a chalkboard. Where are you going to create your chalkboard surface? Comment below. My DIY paint is almost dry. Actually, I'm going to remove the blue painter's tape while it's still a little tacky. It seems to work better for me, but do whatever works best for you. The moment of truth. Yay! Once again, you can tape off any type of shape you want. Because it's DIY paint, I know I went over here, but I'm going to show you how easy it is to remove. Before you seal DIY paint, it is very forgiving. Alright, so now I have my chalkboard, but let me show you how to remove if you get DIY paint anywhere you really don't want it. All you need is a damp sponge. DIY paint is water-based, which means cleanup is super simple. This will hold true too if you get it on your clothes or the floor. So another reason why I love DIY paint. Now I'm gonna let this set overnight, and then we have to cure the chalkboard before we use it. I'll show you how to do that. To purchase any of the products I'm using in this video, please check the description below. You can also visit my website where I sell DIY paint at shoptheturnedleg.com. Or if you're local to Detroit, Michigan, you can shop my booth at Plaza Antiques and Collectibles Mall in Lincoln Park, Michigan. It is day 2 and my chalkboard that I've painted with DIY paint has set overnight. And now the most important step if you are painting your own chalkboard is you have to prime it. So you're going to need some chalk. Priming is really simple. If you don't do this step, then the first thing you write on your chalkboard will stay imprinted in your chalkboard forever. And you don't want that. So you want to take a piece of chalk, and instead of writing with it this way, you want to hold it sideways. You want to rub it all up and down the entire chalkboard surface and then erase it. That primes the chalkboard so that it is ready for anything you write, and the imprint won't stay and you can erase it completely. My kitchen project is complete, and it looks so much better than that post-it note that I used to have with my oatmeal recipe. Now, this doesn't always have to stay an oatmeal recipe. I can use it as a shopping list, or I can even put motivational sayings or whatever I want to use. My daughter and I can write notes back and forth as a message board. This is a great project to keep you more organized, and it's super simple to do. I hope now you're inspired to use DIY paint to create your own chalkboard surface. There are so many ways to use chalkboards. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe so I can continue to make more videos for people to teach them how to salvage, repurpose, and create.